PHS, and welcome back to The Roar. We hope you guys had an amazing Christmas break, and we're so excited for this next semester with you all.
The Lion Pantry is in need of a restock. For those of you who don't know, the Lion Pantry, run by peer helpers, are a set of lockers located on the junior hall. The Lion Pantry houses any feminine products or any products that you may need during school. For any of those who would like to donate, please go to room L4 or find any of your peer helpers on campus.
Seniors, this is our last semester here at PHS. As excited as we all are for graduation, make sure to stay focused in on your grades and make it all the way to the end.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15, 1929. He was the son of a minister. King was married to Coretta Scott and they had 4 children. As a child, King knew that black and white people had different rights in some parts of America. King was the leader of the American Civil Rights Movement in the 1950s and 60s. He was the driving force behind watershed events such as the Montgomery bus boycott. He also was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 and is remembered each year. King is also known for his famous speech, "I Have a Dream." He delivered that speech on August 28, 1963 in Washington, D.C. Next Monday, January the 20th, we will be out of school for Martin Luther King's birthday. Happy birthday, King. We are truly honored for your hard work and dedication.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
"95 years ago to this day, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, to Michael King Sr., a Baptist pastor, and Alberta King Nee Williams, a civil rights organizer. Even early on in his life, Dr. King noticed the inequality he faced because of the color of his skin, the famous story being when as a child he was friends with the white boy in his neighborhood. One day, the white boy's parents forbid them from being friends. The reason? Dr. King was black. When Dr. King told his parents, they told him about the history of slavery and racism in America. Dr. King later stated that this made him want to hate every white person, but Dr. King's parents prevented him from doing this by saying it was his Christian duty to love everyone. Dr. King followed through with this. He graduated with a Bachelor of Divinity in 1951, a doctorate in systemic theory at Boston University in 1955, and a Bachelor's of Art from Morehouse College. He began his ministry as an assistant minister at Boston's historic 12th Baptist Church, then became the pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, in 1954 at age 25. Dr. King began to gain attention for his oratorical style of preaching, making him influential in the black community. He used this influence to lead the Montgomery bus boycott, a 385-day boycott spurred on by the news of Rosa Parks and Claudette Colvin's refusal of giving up their seats to white patrons. During the boycott, Dr. King's house was bombed, and he was put in prison. His arrest gained media attention and greatly increased his public stature as a civil rights leader. Dr. King's star continued to rise in the civil rights movement, which caused him both great joy and great strife. His home was continually attacked. He was being investigated by the FBI and was often put in jail. This did not stop him, however, as he continued to work for the betterment of his people. In 1958, he survived a knife attack by Izola Curry, a mentally ill black woman who thought he was conspiring with communists. In 1963, Dr. King spoke at one of the most important civil rights events in history, the March on Washington. There, Dr. King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. He spoke of his dream for a more equal America, one with racial harmony. The "I Have a Dream" speech became one of the most famous and well-regarded speeches in the history of American oratory. After the march, Dr. King continued traveling the country giving speeches. As the years went on, Dr. King started to change his ideals of nonviolent protest, starting to lean more towards Malcolm X's views of gaining respect through more direct and aggressive means. His support, however, began to wane as his young black followers began to support the Black Power movement, led by groups such as the Black Panthers. His white supporters also distanced themselves because of his opposition of the Vietnam War. After giving a speech in support of black sanitation workers on April 3, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, Dr. King returned to his room at the Lorraine Motel. As he stood on the motel's second-floor balcony, Dr. King was fatally shot by James Earl Ray. Dr. King was rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital, but was declared dead at 7:05 p.m. after emergency surgery. Dr. King is remembered for his work in civil rights and his tireless efforts to create a world where racial harmony exists. Take this day to remember Dr. King's legacy as a civil rights pioneer and leader.
Good morning, Lions. I'm Trey, and today I'm hosting a game show about National Squirrel Day. These are my contestants for today, and let me introduce them to you. On my right, we have Brandon.
Howdy.
And on my left, we have Riley.
Hello.
Now, let's get this started, shall we? For this game show, we got to determine the order. And this one simple question will stump everyone. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
How do you spell squirrel? Brandon, you go first.
SQUIRREL.
Okay. Now you, Riley.
Alright. SQUIRREL.
Alright. We'll determine the results. And the winner is Brandon. Now that's out the way. Brandon, you'll be starting for today. Now the actual first question. Are squirrels omnivores, true or false?
False.
Alright, now Riley. Your turn.
Yes.
Riley got it right. Good job, Riley.
Thank you.
Question number 2. How high can squirrels fall?
Feet.
Yeah. I guess you can say that.
45. 10 feet, 3 inches.
Pretty reasonable answers, but actually it's infinite. Now, since none of y'all really got it right, we'll do the closest one, which is Brandon. Good job.
Thank you.
Now, off to the third question. So when they go to get food, where do they store it at?
Trees. Their cheeks?
Well, the actual answer is cash, and the winner is Brandon, by technicality.
Again.
2-1. Do you feel confident?
Yeah, I'm winning.
How about you, Riley? Do you think you'll take this?
I'm gonna clutch back up.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in both of y'all. Now, fourth question. When squirrels go out to collect some stuff in the warm seasons, what is it called?
Foraging? Awesome foraging.
Yeah, it's foraging. 3-2.
Hey.
Final question. Squirrels are colorblind in 2 colors. What 2 colors are they?
I'm gonna say green and brown.
Green and brown? How about you?
I'm gonna say green and blue.
Y'all got the green right, but y'all's second answer was wrong. I'll give y'all one more shot.
Alright, let's go green and orange.
You?
Green and red.
The winner is Riley!
Yay!
It's green and red. 3-3. Since both of y'all tied, well, we gotta do a tiebreaker. Which one of these animals are closely related to squirrels? Woodchucks, prairie dogs, or muskrats?
I'm gonna say prairie dogs. I'm gonna say woodchucks.
Good answers. One of y'all is right. The winner is Brandon.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You have won this challenge.
Yeah, I knew I would.
It's okay, Riley. We might do more of these later. That's all we have for you. Off to you.
Hello, PHS. This is Cole with the current events on the Roar. Here we have Miss Pryor, who is the yearbook teacher this year, and we're going to ask her a few questions concerning the sale of yearbooks. Firstly, when does the early sale for yearbooks end?
The early sale with the current pricing ends January 31st.
And what will prices be before and after the sale?
Currently, they're $75 a book, and then as of February 1st, they go up to $85.
Where and how can students go to purchase yearbooks?
So if they want to purchase online with a credit or debit card, they can go to Varsity's Yearbook Online Order Center. There are flyers in classrooms and in my classroom with the links and QR codes. If they're not comfortable paying online and would rather pay with a check or cash, they can pay me.
And is there still an opportunity for personal or business ads to be put in the yearbook?
Personal ads, no. That deadline was November 30th. Business ads, yes. The current staff is working on contacting local businesses to get those.
And lastly, any personal comments or promotions for the yearbook?
Personal comments or promotions? We are still working with our theme of this is everyone's yearbook. There are opportunities for people to contribute pictures of events. If we can't be there, we'd love for you to share. We're very proud of this book. It will be in August next year. The school and the community decided they wanted a fall delivery, so the books will be in here the fall of next year. But it's going to be a really good one. We're very proud of it.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank y'all.
So first up, we got high school basketball. The next games for girls and guys basketball are the 24th versus Hillcrest and the 30th versus Percy Julian. Those are the last two games of the regular season. But obviously, the postseason's coming up. And so when that happens, we'll talk to you about it. I just have a stat really quick. The girls' basketball team is averaging 60 points a game. Can you guess how much their defense is averaging, Mickey? Just want you to guess how much. How much do you think they are?
Like 30-something?
Yeah, 37 points per game their opponents are averaging. So we're not just beating teams, we're dominating them. And a few losses that we have are close. So this shows that we're really going to be able to contend in the postseason. And obviously last year we did contend in the postseason with a Final Four appearance. We recently won the Panama City Classic tournament. That's all we have for Prattville Athletics. But again, be sure to check out the full episode coming out Friday. So we got some more basketball coming up. Regular season NBA is in full swing.
Some NBA games that are coming up on the 4th of February. On the 4th of February, it's the Cavs versus Celtics. The Cavs and Celtics are doing really good right now. I feel like the Celtics could really come up with this win.
Yeah, and these games, guys, they're really, really exciting just because all these teams are top 5 or top 3 in their conference. I'm really excited for them coming up. I can't really pick them just as too close, especially Celtics and Cavs. I think it's going to be an incredible game, man. So the national championship, the winner was Ohio State. For me, the best games of the playoff were Texas versus Arizona State. Did you watch that game?
Oh, Arizona? Yeah, I've seen that.
That game was so good, bro. Cam Scatterby, my GOAT, bro. Best running back in the country.
He is basically kind of like CMC in a way. Like, dude is insane.
He's really good. He powered through.
But also, let's go back to the Natty, though. Did you know, I'm pretty sure you know this, but you know that Notre Dame's head coach was like the first black head coach to go to a national championship in college history.
Yeah, football history. Marcus Freeman. He's really young for a national championship contending head coach. He is really young, so I'm really excited to see where that program goes. For sure.
I feel like they're going to be on the same pace that they're on now for Notre Dame. I feel like they're going to be really good next year, too.
Yeah. Another really good game was Penn State versus Notre Dame. That was, dude, that game
One
was so good.
field goal, bro. I was like, bro.
Oh, yeah, you were a Penn State fan, aren't you?
I was like hoping Penn State could pull it off, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't care. Penn State and Notre Dame are really two good teams. Penn State almost got it off, but that field goal really kind of sold it.
Yeah, the interception is what really.
Yeah, also
really
the interception.
Some takeaways from this playoff. I heard a lot of people complaining about Clemson and Indiana, and especially SMU. A lot of Bama fans.
Don't forget about Boise, too. Boise kind of got blown out, too.
Yeah. I heard a lot of people just whining.
Yeah, I've been hearing whining, too. Like, especially from, Bama fans. Like, bro, Bama did. To be honest with you, Bama did not deserve it. I'm also a Bama fan. Bama did not deserve it at all. We had 3 losses. One up against Vanderbilt, Oklahoma.
Bro, Oklahoma was bad this year.
And what was and Tennessee? Tennessee was. I knew we were going to lose mainly because the refs were kind of.
Okay, bro, don't blame the refs. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna we lost 3 games. What makes you think that a single win, a 9-win team deserves to be playoffs?
Yeah, and this is the other thing: Clemson, Indiana, SMU, and Boise State. Don't say they didn't deserve to get in just because it got blown out. They just played a better team, all right? Clemson, conference champion, should have got in. Boise State, best running back in the nation. Sorry, Kevin Scatterboo. But
also, that's how the seeding is. It's kind of the seeding is kind of like the NFL per se. It's like winners of that certain conference will obviously be in.
Yeah.
And some people will get in depending on how they did. It's in their conference. That's why Georgia made it. They actually went to the SEC championship.
It works college football is so much different than the NFL. To have a playoff like that is just kind of utterly stupid.
It's just it's kind of stupid, but it's it makes it fair. It kind of makes it fair to some teams.
Because they want to reward you for conference championship. Bro, conference. I think auto buys people complain about getting in. I think auto bids, they're fine. Bye weeks though, nah, those need to go. Boise State, first off, since they were the 4th highest ranked conference championship, Boise State, a group of 5 team, mind you, not near as good as any other teams in the playoff, got a bye week for winning their conference championship. That is not how this sport should work. Teams should not get a bye week. I get it. You want to increase revenue for the conference championship games, make them matter, but making them matter does not mean ruining the playoff system that was already broken enough. Can we just replace the whole committee? I don't know what's wrong with them, but they are so they make me so angry, but they do not know ball. If you see the playoff committee's top 25, it is just the same as the AP polls, but slapped on there. The committee does not know what they're doing. They don't know ball.
Since we're talking about playoffs right now, people are saying they need to change the seeding in the NFL too. I mean, I've been seeing that all over the internet mainly because the Vikings went 14-3, didn't get a bye. I mean, I just kind of agree, but don't change. They're second in their conference. I get why they're mad, but the Eagles should have got the second seed because they won theirs. People cannot be mad about the seeding. That's how it is. It has been throughout all NFL playoff history.
The main reason why the college football is so different is because the best team in the NFL and the worst team in the NFL still have pretty similar margins on how good they are, but the best team in college football, heck, the best team of a conference in college football is not near as good as the best team of another conference in college football. It's just so different. The level of play is so different. SEC team gets so many more blue chip better recruits than other conferences do.
Mainly because they win a lot. It's mainly because someone say that if you were a 5-star athlete, you would not want to go to a school like
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest. Be real. And that's the only reason why I feel like NIL deals are so kind of stupid too.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys so much for watching. What's the other thing? Oh yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching Lion Sports Network. Come up to me, come up to him if you want to talk to any topics you want to talk about. Just let us know.
Don't tell him to come up to me.
Well, you can come up to me. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Go Lions.
That's all we have for this week. Make sure to tune in next week for more news and sports. I'm Isabella.
I'm Jenny.
And you just watched The Roar.